I know you're probably all thinking, who gets a Cash App opportunity for 6K in 7 hours? Well, I do. Now, I had this Facebook post for months or a month or so, and what happened is I saved it on private visibility. So um, we got on the Facebook earlier last night about 9 or so, and I saw the post or something, and so I had already saved it to my taskbar or something. What it's called, and I remember saying the 15th, but I thought it was past the 15th. So I looked at the date and I was like, why not? So um, to give you an idea of what the Kinetic Ledger is, um, we are. Uh, oh wait, jumped ahead. No, so while we went ahead and tried to fill out the submission forms, the second steps or whatever it was brought up a submission fee or something, $925 a category. Don't really know how deep that went, but it just I felt like, why not participate to pay the $925 at the time. One, two, um, it's it would be something probably put me at the top, move me up closer to the top of the list. So uh, of course, I figured I should raise a cash app for it because it's only 3 hours left. So I put up a cash app and Twitter tips for 6K, and I held my screen until then, and didn't nothing came through on my cash app. So I said, uh, we're probably gonna be able to do this later because when I actually did get into it, it brought up a register forms and it said I can do it later or something, but or return to it. I don't know if that was concluding that it was just something that went along with the date being the 15th. So I just canceled out my submission application. Anyways, what the Kinetic Ledger is, it's a I am going to just read you back my AI because it's easier. Um, Understanding the why is just as important as the how. Um, let's break down these three pieces: the HTML, the data, and the values, so you can see the full picture of the ledger. what is the HTML page? So my last broadcast, I told you about how you write a code on there and it's wrote to the internet, but this particular code stays regardless. Well, along with that code, we have an HTML code, and that's the code that actually builds the page from either the Kinetic Ledger, the actual canvas itself, or the HTML where you can view different commits. Commits is so if you checked out the link, I'll give you another link to the Connect ledger, but it has link a wallet or something. So when you finish drawing, you press the commit button and then charges your wallet $1 or whatever, and it commits it. So, so our HTML page actually holds those. I believe we're looking because we changed the code, so we're now have to uh, kind of piece it together because we're trying to keep the first one, but unfortunately, I don't want to have to deal with infringement because I tried to get AI to example, a simplicity, not an actual design. That was just like something simple like an etch a sketch when I was doing the prompt, and it actually built an etch a sketch. So um, we, we now have to uh, we now have to change the game a little. Probably, well, we don't because you can only move one button at a time. You can't move both of them at the same time. So uh, we're gonna go ahead and keep that one the same. But what we changed the code to, we're trying to figure out how to addition that. But we have, like I said, we have to piece it together. So the HTML pages wrote to the internet as well, so that stays up there. So regardless if I, you know, um, close out of the editor because it's on the web without an account, the codes are still going to stay on the internet. Nothing's going to take the code off the internet. So uh, that's the part. Whereas now I'm now going to save the HTML page AI assessment. So um, we have two more pieces data and the value. What is HTML? I'm referring to the user interface UI file you are building on the computer. The control center, this is the actual website or app that the user opens in their browser. The interpreter, the blockchain only understands raw numbers. Your HTML page access the translator. It takes those numbers, the array, and turns them back so a human can actually see the art. The hub, it connects to MetaMask to handle payments and to Alchemy to listen for new marks being made by other people. Uh, what is the mark and where is it saved? The mark is exactly that list of numbers the array mentioned. Where it lives, it is stored permanently inside the smart contract on the base blockchain. It doesn't live on a private server or a company's hard drive. It lives on the distributed ledger. Visibility, because it's on visibility, because it's on a public seen in two ways: visually through your HTML page or any other website that connects to your contract. So the contract is the small code I was telling you about, the first one that when you put it up there, that's the contract that you commute that you like start with, so it knows uh, who your HTML page is. So the contract has a link that goes to the HTML, where the HTML is linked to like my wallet, my MetaMask. So uh, this is something that um, is one of the first things that goes on the editor. Technically, on a block explorer like Basescan, anyone can type in your contract address and see the raw code and the history of every single person who paid to leave a mark. So, technically, meaning people that know how to use computers like I'm doing it. Um, so we have Block Explorer. So we use Base, but Base has, uh, I believe, a thing that's called Base Scan. So you can go into Base Scan and see the actual contract. So um, and they could type it in and see the code and the history of every person that leaves a mark. So we're gonna investigate more on that. Uh, it's not really a big deal, I'm pretty sure. Permanence, even if you delete your HTML file and shut down your computer tomorrow, that array stays on the blockchain forever. It is unstoppable data. Whereas the advantage for all sides, this is the economic engine of your app. Uh, Me, the founder, my advantage, I receive the ink fee, example, $1.50 every single time someone draws. This goes directly into my wallet and can't be blocked by a middleman like PayPal. Uh, you, the user, the artist, they get digital immortality. Most of the internet is temporary. Tweets get deleted, sites go down. Paying 150 gives them a receipt of their existence on a global permanent ledger that will outlive them. For the community, they get a collaborative artifact. As more people contribute, the Kinetic Ledger becomes a piece of history that shows the collective mood of creativity of a specific group of people over time. The hidden advantage ownership, because I'm the admin. Oh no, because I'm using Solidity, I am the admin. If this project goes viral, I own the contract. Uh, I could eventually freeze the board and turn the entire final image into a high value, high value. I could increase the fee as space on the board becomes more scarce. In short, you provide the permanent canvas. In short, I provide the permanent canvas. The users provide the content, and the blockchain provides the trust that the money and the art won't disappear. Does does that help clarify the work before we look at how the dual joysticks will change the way users create those marks? So that is generally an AI put out. Like I told you, we changed the HTML code, so we're trying to do joysticks. And another problem with that is my AI suggested when I said split screen, it added another user. So one user be on this side, another user be on this side. It's not a bad thing because you're writing to a permanence. So if you're writing along someone's side, along someone else, and you commit, and they're still writing there. So it's all going on the canvas. It's all going onto the canvas, but uh, we got looking into that too because I just realized that it says as a canvas. So, but I never known the internet to have a limited OD. So, but ordeal, but it's digitally built with numbers. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna have its space where people are putting their work. But that's the app. It's called Kinetic Ledger, and we are going to try to do change with this. So for now, we're going to go ahead and launch the basic ledger where it's going left and right, up and down. We'll get by with the infringement because you can't do to the dials at one time. They're just going left. The dials go like this, left and right, but one of them goes up and down, the other one goes left and right. Whereas in an Etch a Sketch, they were like knobs, so you can go like, and you can do all of that. So we can't do that. We just can make only rectangles and squares. So we're gonna launch that, but we're gonna wait till later. We want to build the threshold first, meaning the codes we changed our HTML codes to. We want to uh, build that, and we want to build that. So while we built up to it when we launch, we have something on there where it can toggle, or I don't know, but we definitely want to get it up there so we can use it, because one of the things it did say is that the JavaScript code, I think it's called, the JS code or something, the actual working codes that communicate with the blockchain, that don't change. So I can change the HTML, the game code, or the canvas and stuff as much as I want to, but the logic doesn't. It's not gonna change. So uh, we were really amped to see if we could have put the project. Sorry, I just woke up. It's like 9 or 10 in the morning. Um, I was actually relaxing, but I just wanted to get up and uh, do a broadcast for my ex and for Facebook, because I did a CashApp fundraiser to submit to the Time Best Invention competition or contest. I don't even know. It's probably just something that they do. You can submit it, and it will probably just be shared with everyone. But I thought it was a good invention, um, serendipitously. I mean, how many apps let you write to the web? So uh, we definitely were excited when we first got wind of it. So um, when we got wind of it, and it was something I thought that would really be um, uh, albuminized, but in the internet. I mean, I went outside yesterday looking at the different traffic, and it just felt the kinetic energy, like people were using it. Like, I just realized being outside, because I had ran to the bank to put some money up, and I just realized that I'm looking at all this traffic, and it felt like people were actually using it and using it and using it. I'm like, that's like $1 over like thousands of times. And it was just rewarding and congratulatory. So um, we just only have the problem with, taking our time. So that kind of doesn't help, because people want to see you rich, like from what you're doing, and they're like either saying hurry up, or they're either saying fail. So, um, you know, I guess that would, uh, I guess that would matter, but I just thought to check it out and uh, figure in some kind of equilibrium. So we came up with Lexus. So we're gonna try to get a free Lexus, and it's gonna be hard because it's the new one they just made. So we're gonna try to get that, and we're gonna ask if we can put our name on it and Lexus, because Lexus and uh, definition or the dictionary meaning is, I think, vocabulary or words or something like that, or a lexicon. And so our thing's called kinetic energy. So we're gonna put the kinetic and slice it with the Lexus. And I live in a pretty good area where people can afford to buy it. So hopefully it can be. Hopefully it's not a limited bill, but so that's what we're working on as well too. We're trying to put together a sponsorship, so we want to see if they'll sponsor in return. I get the Lexus and I put their name on the car on the outside, like banner wise, and I do the Connected Ledger, just advertise my app. So if people are pushing it, then I can you know um get the promotion that will reveal whether or not if it did any good for, with being sponsored. So we're working on a sponsorship program now. We're doing research to figure out if that's even possible, but we're starting with the bill. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's the, let me see if I can find it. I didn't even forgot the name of it. It was supposed to look totally different, man. Like totally different. But then they were advertising the Toyota RC. I saw the Lexus, and then it went to electric. So it's supposed to be V8, and but I was like, what? So uh, we are going to look and see what it is and the build um, limitations. So I don't see it. I don't see it. I think it's like I think it was just something that was, you know, I think it was something just like, somebody put out there, and uh, creators. I don't. Let's do supercar. The LFR, I think it was. It says a hybrid V8. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at it. So now I see two designs. Um, I'm not sure which one it is. One design has a different side than the other. It's a concept. And the other one I think I saw online that I don't believe it would actually exist. I mean, I'm looking at it, but you know, I don't think this thing's gonna get to um, the consumer market. I think if that's what they're calling anytime in the next decade. But overall, it's a pretty good looking car. So we got the LF. Uh, Now we're gonna see if this. Well, we saw was a concept. So um, um, it said it was released in October. Wait, so there's no number for it. It's not out yet. Uh, it's between 2025 and 2027, and 2026, 2027 in the US. Uh, Possibly more than 300K. Twin turbo hybrid V8, 900 HP. So we found what we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a sponsor. I don't want to say contract. application or proposal, a sponsorship proposal. And see if they'll let me have the card. I'll just get a picture out and then I'll just, run it through AI and then design my Kinetic Ledger and Lexus ad thing on the side, and hopefully I can be that one lucky person that gets to own the new LFR, totally sponsored. So we'll see. But thanks for watching. We were like so kind of ecstatic because we filled out the first part of the time application submission forms, or the first part of the submission form. So all the details we put into it, I just was like, this is a great invention. It's light, it's fun, and it's huge. So probably at best, it might win. So when we got to the submission fee and things like that, we put up the CashApp and the Twitter tips fundraising, and we didn't have any luck, so we had to cancel out. But and still, I just wanted to talk about it because 6K was a lot of money, so I feel like that was just probably something to grease the wheels. But check out the link in the comments to the app and let me know what you think.